for Jennifer Purdie.
Keep it going for Tony, everybody. And welcome to the female portion of the show. Thank you. A little about myself. I used to be a teacher at an inner city school. Thanks for caring about education this evening, you guys. It's okay, I don't care about it either. It's not about a teacher anymore. I thought I'd at least get a reaction from the graduate over here, but I guess she doesn't care about it either. One of the subjects I taught was dance, which was pretty easy because all of the girls were pregnant. People would ask me, aren't you outraged at the teenage pregnancy problem? And I'd say, of course I'm outraged. There's about 100 girls clearly getting a lot more action than I am. And my students hated me, and they started a petition to get me fired. Yeah. And they tried to hide it from me by writing it in Spanish. My students seemed to have forgotten that I was their Spanish teacher. One of my students worked as a lady of the evening. You know what that means? Yeah. And she came to school one day hungover and asked me if I had some aspirin, so I gave her some because I'm nice. And I realized what I had just done is distribute drugs to a prostitute on school property. And I thought I really should consider panhandling instead, because the job description of a panhandler is to sit there and look sad, which is pretty much all I did as a teacher anyway. And we had a much stricter dress code. And one of my students told me he'd been to jail approximately 7 to 10 times. And I thought, wow, you've been to jail so many times, you have to approximate the number? I'm gonna die. But my students did have one class that they seemed to really like. It was called computers, which they learned how to Photoshop my face over Abraham Lincoln just before he got shot. And my reaction was, oh my gosh, I have students that know something about American history. We imparted knowledge on one of them, you guys. And one of their big final projects in this computer class was to do a video project, and they asked for my help. And they said they wanted to do this video, this fake viral video of me beating up a student. And I was like, what time do you want me to be there? I would very much like to do that. And does it have to be fake? I am quite a method actor. But then I came to my senses and I realized that a video of me beating up a student could live on the internet forever. So I needed to be in full hair and makeup. Luckily, putting on makeup is pretty much all the girls did at my school, so they were excited to help, which was my first win, you guys. But then I decided, I think I'm done teaching high school, I should go try and teach middle school. Maybe they're a little cuter. So I went to go interview for the job, and the principal was super hot. And he said, what do you want to do at this school? And I said, you. So I got the job. That's funny because it's true. And on the first day of school, I told my students that I didn't have any children of my own. And on the second day of school, I had a student come up to me and say, Miss Purdie, what does infertile mean? My mom said you would know. I said, tell your mom I'm not infertile. I'm just not having sex. Your mom would know what that means. You should go ask her. Let's make that your homework assignment. So I'm not a teacher anymore. And congratulations to, where are you, celebrating your 2nd anniversary? Yeah, someday I would like to be able to do that. I am single, and I'm trying not to be, so I joined this dating website called Christian Mingle. That already gets a laugh, that's so funny. I wasn't even a punchline, but I'll take it. So this guy in Christian Mingle, we met at a lake where he decided to go skinny dipping. And I don't know why I was on Christian Mingle, because he certainly looked Jewish. So I asked him, why are you on Christian Mingle? And he said he got a discount code so he could join for free. So he's definitely Jewish. Totally not a deal breaker to the Jewish men in the room. I did meet another guy on the site who we were going to go hiking, and he showed up with ankle weights on, and I thought, wow, this dude's hardcore. But it turns out those were not ankle weights he was wearing. Some of you are ahead of me. He was just under house arrest. Also not a deal breaker, by the way, it turns out. But then I thought I should probably try like being more proactive, so I thought I'll try cooking for a guy. So I texted a guy that I was going to go to Albertsons to pick up some food, but my phone autocorrected Albertsons to abortions. So my text read, I'm going to abortions to pick up yummy stuff for dinner. He was kind of hard to cook for because he was gluten-free. For those of you who don't know what gluten is, it's what they put in your food so you can eat it. I tried some of his gluten-free cookies he had, and it turns out that gluten, most vital part of cookies. And we agreed on one thing, like he was really adamant about not wanting to have kids, which was great, because I don't want to have kids either. This was not so great for his daughter. And he asked me to babysit her one time, but his daughter said no, because apparently someone sent her a link to a video of me beating up a student on the internet. I guess she got my anonymous text. This video's really been paying off for me. That's my time. Thank you so much.